It's summer. It's the watermelon show. How much fun is watermelon? And we only see it in the summer. It's really very special. So I'm gonna make a few things with it that are so easy. And you know how it is? You buy a watermelon, you have some people coming over, you only eat half of it, or they don't come and you get this big thing in your refrigerator, or you bought two. It's like, what am I gonna do? How much watermelon can I eat? But you can mix it up with so many things and be really creative. And this is the time of year. So let's get started. Now we're gonna make a second salad. I'm going to show you this way, an easy way to cut up the watermelon. Actually, cut it into a grid system, like this, all the way down to the rind. Oh, look at that juice dripping out. Do you love or hate when the juice drips down your arm when you're eating a piece of watermelon? And then you just cut it the other way, all the way through. And then you cut it off the rind. So you just cut it around and then you just dump the whole thing. Is that easy? Listen, I just like things to be easy for me because I want in and out of the kitchen, and that's why I'm here teaching you how to get in and out of the kitchen, how to be creative, but enjoy the process as well. That's it. Now just, whoops, we're getting a little difficulty. Some stubborn ones stuck where the knife wasn't round. Now I'm going to cut up the cucumber, this beautiful big cucumber. I'm going to peel it first because this is really, I peel all cucumbers, even the ones with the thin skins. Even if it's thin, it's bitter. And I just recommend taking it off. And we're just going to cut this into very thin slices because we don't want a heavy cucumber flavor on it. The easiest thing to do is cut it down the center so that you have a nice flat surface when you're cutting, and just cut slices. Use your knuckles to guide the knife. And you just cut it through. Okay. Ta-da! I'm only gonna cut up half of it, I think, because I think that's the proportion I want there. Then we're gonna add tomatoes. Again, you cut the tomato in half so you have a nice flat surface, doesn't roll around. And we're gonna cut this into chunks similar to the shape of the watermelon. So these are nice summer tomatoes, tomatoes on the vine, and that's such a great time. I mean, this is when you should be eating your garden vegetables. You know, this is when your whole diet should turn around. Try to make the one-pot meals be more salads, cold foods, to add fruits to salad. Okay, I think I'm going to use a little bit more tomato just so that it's an even ratio. And the sweetness, the fullness and the savory of the tomatoes blends really nicely with the watermelon. I really am a big proponent of fruit and vegetables together. Oh, tomato is a fruit. That's right. Okay, so now I'm going to add scallions to that. And you're probably thinking, scallions and watermelon? No, that's okay. It's really okay. It's going to be great. So these are actually pretty fat scallions. They're beautiful. Again, this is what happens in the summer when everything is really growing fast. Do you notice that your hair and nails grow faster in the summer when the weather's warm? Think about it. So, and there's different times of year when the vegetables actually grow faster than other times of year, and then you get those really big tomatoes and garden and scallions, cucumbers, whatever. The list goes on when it comes to the garden. Of course, the best thing is when you can get local plants, when they're grown within 100 miles. That is locavore, and that means that your carbon footprint, the amount of energy that's used to transport those fruits and vegetables or whatever products there are is minimal. So that's the locavore concept. And now around the country, around the world, you know, farmers markets and gardens on rooftops and, you know, community and city gardens are so popular. Here's our scallions. So this is going to make a complete flavor in a salad. We're going to add some parsley. Here we are, back in the parsley. Jill puts parsley in everything. We're just going to chop it loosely so that we have fairly big chunks. And that is that. Now, okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to dress it with salt, pepper, lemon, and olive oil. Simple. Take a lemon and squeeze it. I actually got one of those citrus squeezers, but I don't know where it is right now. So I'm just going to use my fork. I'm going to poke the lemon several times. So if you can't find yours, all right, and this is pretty juicy. I think a half a lemon is all I'm really going to use in here. You see how much is squirting out? Like, you know, this is very, you really have to eye this because you can't say 1 lemon, you can't say 2 lemons, you can't say half a lemon because some lemons are drier than others. Same with limes or anything else. I'm going to add some salt. Yes, salt. Yummy. There you are. Some nice, freshly ground pepper. This is the most stubborn peppermill. I mean, I don't know. I've had this, we've been together for about 18 years now. And the pepper never comes out consistently. And it's almost like a challenge. Like, it's so much fun. What am I going to find today? Am I going to get big chunks or am I going to get little tiny ones? No, really, that's the way it is. I don't know if you have a peppermill like that, but mine's very temperamental. And then we're just going to add olive oil. We're going to be fairly generous with it. And all of the juices, the natural juices, are going to be brought out by the salt and the lemon, and that's going to start the juices flowing in the watermelon and the tomato. And let's see how this looks. This is pretty impressive, and it also, the watermelon makes a lot of bulk, so it makes a really large salad. All right, I think this looks good. Let's see. Let's see if I just, you know, made this up or if it's really worth something. All right, watermelon. Oh, that's bright. I think I'm actually going to add a little more salt and a little more lemon. It's nice and fresh and moist, but it needs a little bit more brightness, a little bit more sharpness. So adding a little bit more. And remember that, taste your food before you serve it. You know, we did the dating games and I had to taste the Bachelor and Bachelorette's food before they served it, just to make sure, you know, that they did their best job in trying to capture the heart of that bachelor. So, oh, and it's making some nice, like, juice at the bottom. It's gonna be tomato and watermelon juice. That's gonna be something. I don't know if you like drinking the bottom of those juices on the salads, but it's something delicious, and everything is healthy for you. Okay. Yeah, it's just right. Great. Look at that. Is that beautiful?